Hi, I'm Kurt with Infinity Cutting Tools, and today I want to talk with you a little bit about some great new products that are really going to help you out with your sharpening. Now, these are the Richard Kell honing guides. Now, we have the number 1 and the number 2 style size honing guides. The number 1 is great for anything 0 to 1 inches wide, while the number 2 will take you all the way up to 2 5/8 inches down to 0 inches. What sets these apart from other honing guides on the market and what makes us like them so much and why I use it in my shop is that we can do Japanese chisels, we can do 16th inch and 1/8 inch chisels, which a lot of the other ones on the market can't do. The other thing is I use a fatter chisels, and some of the other, the elliptical or the ellipsis style honing guides won't take those. So this will pretty much take most any chisel or plane and some spoke shaves that I can think of. So for me it's a great system, and it's a very easy system. A lot of people who are freehand sharpeners, they complain about speed. What I feel like this is almost as quick of a way, and it creates a more accurate sharp straight edge than a freehand hone will. So it's a great easy way for you to kind of get into sharpening. Now, the number 1 is, as I said before, it takes 0 to 1 inches, perfect for most of your chisels and things like that, while the number 2 can do almost all the chisels and plane blades that you can think of. There is no real negatives to them. They're beautifully made, well constructed, brass, stainless steel, and on the bigger one UHMW wheels, and on the smaller one Ertalite wheels. There's also some little polycarbonate rings here, and these really grip your irons. So it's a great little feature that you can do it. One of the other new things is that the larger size, number 2, he's recently increased the size on these to about 1 5/8 inches, which works really nicely now with our Western style chisels and plane blades, and it actually allows us to hold them at a little bit nicer angle. So it works for me a little bit better than these. Now, I've used a number 1 for about 10 years or so, and it's been my go-to for a long time. I also used some other different style honing guides, but I always kind of find myself coming back to the Richard Kell. So I think it's a great product. Now, let me show you kind of how you set it up and how you use it, and I think it's a pretty simple, easy, quick way to get sharpening and get going on a perfect edge. So the way that we use the Kell honing guide is that we're going to take our plane iron or our chisel, we're going to insert it bevel down, so the bevel side down, up against the 2 stainless steel registration bars and in between the 2 little polycarbonate holding rings. Now, the instructions for the Kell guide are going to come with a series of measurements, and the measurements coincide to a set angle. So, as an example, 1 5/16 inches is 25 degrees, 1 1/16 inches is 30 degrees, and 15/16 is 35 degrees. Now, for this, we're going to go with 1 1/16 inches, and so what we're going to do is we are going to slide until our blade hits the 1 1/16 inches mark, and we'll slide this until the stainless steel first registration bar hits the measurement. So basically we've got 1 1/16 inches between the plane edge and the stainless steel registration bar. So if you can see, it's 1 1/16 inches from here to this first registration bar, and that sets us at our 30-degree measurement. And then to use it, all we need to do is, it rolls very nicely across here, is we just basically hold it down and then light pressure, and that basically will sharpen her up. With your heavier grit stones, you can obviously go and forward, backwards, and be a little bit more aggressive, but this is an 8,000 grit stone. So just as simple as that.